Hi everyone, Cappy here. Hope everybody is well. Today I want to talk a little bit about what I use in my classroom and the teaching of English in a country where it is a foreign language, and please note, not a second language. The reason why I say foreign language is because no English is spoken outside of school. If they were going home and learning to use the language by speaking to store owners, going to the library, speaking in English, we could say that we have a second language acquisition system in Taiwan. The important thing for teaching within a classroom is that you have a curriculum that you can follow, syllabus. In this case, at the moment, this is what I'm using in my classroom, both very popular in Taiwan for use within the classroom. This is the language or grammar content book. It teaches basic conversation skills, vocabulary, and builds up the basic speaking within. We had a little glitch with the camera, it seems. So, sorry about that. Getting back to that, that's why I stood up. Content. So this is the basis to work from, and then teaching phonics in the classroom. We currently utilize this, and I have been utilizing this for the last about 8-9 years. It is a great base to start from, but you do need to expand on what is inside this particular series. And when I say expand, I mean doing exercises with the children. So, for example, that is book 2, which focuses on CVC, or consonant, vowel, consonant words. So we're looking at the short vowel sounds, a, e, I, a, in that specific phonics book. The first book looks at the initial sounds. A as in apple, e as in egg, I as in ink, a as in up, o as in the favorite word here, octopus. Then what I do with them, once we've done each sound, I have these lists which they are learning, and this stays with me on my desk, and at each stage of learning I can call them up and get them to read the list of words to me so that I can check that they are sounding the letters out correctly, sounding the word family out correctly. Sorry ladies and gentlemen, we've lost the connection again. Back again, something seems to be a problem. I apologize for that, but looks like we're back again. Okay, with the initial book, then I focus on small letters, not capitals. We're doing the phoneme of this specific letter, the letter name being A, the sound being A. So I try to get away from doing A, apple. I say, what is its name? And they give the name as the capital letter, which is A. And then doing the sound A. So that is what I focus on with these. I have 2 sets, uppercase, lowercase, and I use this at a later stage in teaching for playing games, combining letters. So they need to go and look for the two letters, the small cap and the capitals. They need to look for them and match them. The name to the sound. I'll make it into a game as well. So that is for this learning part of things. Added to that, they need to do writing, so I get them to form the letters correctly. I teach that as a separate thing, the writing. I put the writing up on the board, found a very nice font. Not only this one, but I have another font that has specific lines on it so that they can see how the letters are placed in a writing book or when doing writing. Then what I've made is I've made up a number of these which we used in when I was learning as well. This is A to Z, or as they say over here, A to Z. This is the full alphabet, and these are cut up into smaller pieces and used for doing spelling and getting familiar with the sounds. So what we have here is the ABC, as I said. We have ending and middle blends for words. We have two-letter blends for end of words and some for the beginning as well, as you can see up here. These are not all of them that I have here, just some samples. Once we have learnt the ABC and the A, B, K, I move on. In the second semester we move to teaching CBC. I could spend a lot more time doing the others, but unfortunately time is very limited over here with regards to teaching, because parents insist on having X number of books for this, that and the other, which I don't particularly believe in. I do abide by the school's program. It's just very frustrating when you want to do a lot more, but you are limited because of the time and number of books that you have to get through. And this is aimed at no specific school. It's something that I've noticed in my years of teaching over here, that it seems that the number of books is equated to what the child is actually learning. Testing is also extremely sought after here. Paper-based test, you can score 100% 15 weeks in a row. It does not mean you are able to utilize what you have been learning theoretically. You need to put it into practice. Therefore, I test using the things that I have shown, these lists, getting them to come and sound them out for me, and I test them as often as possible using sight words. Sight words for me still remain important, although some studies say that sight words are not important. Personally, I believe they are important because they do not follow specific spelling patterns. You need to be able to recognize those words. And in teaching, I've had great success in teaching reading, utilizing lists of sight words, getting them to listen and recognize the word when they hear it or when they see it. So in one of my tests that I do with my class, I will give them a list of 10 words for the week, or sight words. They have their book in which the sight words are listed. I will say the word twice and they need to check on the list, right, is it number 1? Is it number 2? Is it number 3? Is it number 4? This to me works a lot better than trying to get them to spell the words. At a younger age, they need to recognize the word. Immediate use of spelling is not very, very important. For me, it's, do they recognize the word? Can they use it in a sentence? So at this age, for me, my grade 1s and 2s, although they do spelling, my focus is more on being able to use the word. Can they recognize the word? And as we go through the year, are they able to build that word? In other words, spell it. So I have a number of CBC cards, sight word cards that I do with the kids. It's a daily exercise that I do with them. Get them to repeat after me, get each table to work against one another, get each student to work, a little bit of competition in the class, assisting the weaker ones by putting them with a stronger one in the class. So once I've taught them the initial sounds and we move on to the second book, which is the consonant, vowel, consonant, or the short vowel book, I get them to sound out the word. So in this case it's hop, hop. Okay. This is a voiceless, well, not voiceless, it's not a heavy pronunciation, it's a voiceless, it's a sound from the back. There's another one, ah, is a voiced one. So, ah, hop. In the Oxford Phonics book that we do, they look at it in word families. So although we're looking at the short O, ah, we do ah, ot, hot, hop, pop. We work in this group as well. So initially 1, 2, 3 all together, then 1, 2, up, hop. Initially, up, hop. When they come and read the words for me, I actually ask them to say each letter when doing the word for me. So that's just some advice from my side. I hope it helps somebody. Yes, I am available to assist teachers. I do present mini workshops. I have done before, albeit to my own colleagues, but I am available to assist others in learning how to use these things. This is all available, most of the stuff is available on the internet or DIY. It's not rocket science specifically, you just need to have a specific way in which to learn. I am very lucky to have been to a teachers college in South Africa where we trained to use these things. Now I can't find the book that I'm looking for. I have a very specific book that I utilize. It was from when I was training as a teacher, and I know some of my fellow students, now colleagues and friends, still utilize these in their classrooms over and above what is given to them by their specific departments. So I hope you've gained some insight into what we do over here. Thanks for watching again. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a message. Let me know. From me, Cappy, cheers. Have a great day.